Have you ever held onto a penny and wondered, could this tiny coin really be worth anything? Well, I'm about to reveal something that will blow your mind. Imagine finding a rare coin, one that could make you a millionaire overnight. Sounds too good to be true, right? But wait, before you think it's just a wild fantasy, let me show you something that could change everything. If you've got a 1985 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, you might be sitting on a hidden treasure worth up to $950,000. Yes, you heard that right. $950,000. Stick around because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to spot this rare penny, what makes it so valuable, and how you can cash in for big bucks if you know what to look for. But first, you may be wondering, how can a penny be worth that much? Let's dive in and find out. It is 1985, and the U.S. Mint is churning out pennies as usual. But amidst the billions of pennies made that year, something rare was born. A 1985 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that would be the key to unlocking a small fortune. Now, let me take you back. Picture yourself rummaging through a dusty jar of coins in your attic. You think it's all junk, just leftover pennies from decades ago. But then, you spot it. The unmistakable 1985 D mint mark. You pick it up, you examine it, and this is when the magic happens. It could be worth far more than just 1 cent. In fact, if it's in the right condition, we're talking about a rare variant with an error in the minting process. You could be holding a gold mine in your hand. You might be thinking, it's just a penny. How could it possibly be worth a fortune? Here's the thing. The 1985 D mint mark Lincoln penny is part of an extremely rare error, a subtle flaw in the minting process that only a handful of these pennies carry. A small detail that separates these coins from the ones you can find in your pocket change. But here's where the plot thickens. These pennies weren't mass-produced with this error. In fact, many of them were tossed aside or melted down, but a lucky few made it through the cracks. This is the kind of coin collectors dream about. If you have one of these rare 1985 D pennies, it's likely worth far more than you think. On the open market, these pennies have sold for anywhere between $100,000 to $950,000 depending on their condition and how rare the error is. And here's the kicker: most people who own these pennies don't even know what they have. Could you be one of those lucky people? Or could you be about to pass on a fortune without even realizing it? By now, you must be thinking, okay, this is getting interesting. But how do I know if my 1985 D penny is one of these rare ones? Here's how. First, you need to check the mint mark, the D stamp just beneath Abraham Lincoln's bust. If it's a 1985 D mint mark, you're on the right track. Next, pay close attention to the error detail. This is where it gets tricky. Look for slight flaws in the coin's design. Some of the most valuable pennies have misplaced design elements, such as the doubling of letters or slight imperfections in Lincoln's portrait or the date itself. This is what makes your penny stand out from the millions of others. If you're thinking, I'm not a coin expert, I just want to retire on a beach, don't worry, I've got your back. Let's break this down so simple that even a penny-pinching procrastinator like me could figure it out. Here's the deal. If you find one of these rare pennies, the value can change in an instant. But don't get too excited just yet. Before you run to your local coin dealer, there's something you need to know, because while finding one of these rare pennies is incredible, not all 1985 D pennies are created equal. The condition of your coin plays a major role in determining its worth. So, how do you know if yours is in the right condition to fetch top dollar? Stay tuned, because in the next section, I'm going to walk you through how to grade your penny like a professional and avoid making costly mistakes. Now that you know your penny could be worth a fortune, here's where the stakes get even higher. Once you've identified your rare coin, it's time to make sure you protect its value. Improper handling, dirty coins, or scratching the surface could completely devalue your coin. That's why you need to be extremely careful when you store and handle it, and when it comes time to sell, don't just trust anyone. There are plenty of scam artists out there who will try to lowball you. Make sure you're dealing with legitimate coin dealers or auction houses that specialize in rare coins. Do your research, and remember that the right buyer can pay you a premium for a well-preserved penny. I know what you're thinking, I'm about to cash out. I can already see the mansion and the luxury car. But don't get too ahead of yourself just yet. In our next section, we'll talk about the top places where you can sell your 1985D penny and make the deal of a lifetime. Are you ready for the ultimate life-changing decision? Imagine selling that one coin, your 1985D mint mark Lincoln penny, and watching the money roll in. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars or even a cool million, but to do that, you need to know where to sell. The best places to go are specialized auction houses, coin conventions, and reputable online dealers like Heritage Auctions or eBay. The key here is to sell your penny to a buyer who truly understands its value, and remember, timing is everything. Coin prices fluctuate, and the demand for rare pennies can change from month to month. The sooner you act, the greater your chances of cashing in on this hidden treasure. The clock is ticking. If you have a 1985D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, now is the time to take action. Don't let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity slip through your fingers. Check your coins, grade them, and get them into the hands of the right buyer. The road to a wealthy lifestyle could be just a penny away, and if you've got more old pennies lying around, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to learn how to turn your old coins into instant wealth. Don't wait, act now and transform your financial future today.